In today's session about social media marketing, we will learn more about the key social platforms that can help us in our digital marketing activities. The outline of this course includes the value of social media marketing. We will learn how to influence the customer's journey using social media. We will also learn more about the key social media platforms that are used nowadays. We will learn further about the niche and the emerging social media platforms. We will see how social media marketing will be done in action. We'll be acquainted more with the key terminology of social media. And finally, we will learn more about the platform-specific terminology that is used per every social media channel in digital marketing. So let's proceed with the value of social media marketing. So we all know that social media is a very valuable aspect. It's a very valuable channel in digital marketing. But what is actually the value that it holds? So social media marketing, basically, it is a form of digital marketing, and it uses social networking platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and more to increase the brand and product exposure and to cultivate meaningful relationships with customers online. So basically, if we want to reflect back to the buyer's journey, we can understand that social media is used in different stages of the buyer's journey. That includes the awareness stage, that includes even the engagement and the retention phase, where we want to build those meaningful relationships with our customers. So let's learn more about the benefits of social media marketing, and we will find out why is it so important to use that. First of all, social media helps us build and maintain the relationships that we can have with the customers. The second benefit of social media is that it can help us leverage organic and real-time feedback. So we will be able to understand what is actually our customers saying about our brand in real time. We can also offer an instant and positive customer experience for our customers because they can directly interact with our brand. They can know more about our products and services, and in real time, they can have this direct interaction with our brand. Finally, social media marketing also is beneficial because it can help us build and create our brand story and communicate it in a very effective way for the customers. Now, how can we engage with our audience through social media? Well, basically, the thing that you should know as a social media marketer as a start is that you have to be very social from the core. So you as an individual have to interact with your community. You have to be proactive with your communications, and you have to give this impression that you want to build this relationship with your customers. Also, you will have to facilitate, encourage, and participate in those conversations that will help you build this connection and build this relationship that you have with those customers. So it is never enough just to publish something, get it out there, and just disappear. This is not the point of social media. So you have to publish your content, you have to interact with your audience, you have to expect this feedback, and you have to be there to provide them with the solutions that they're looking for. In addition to that, how you can interact with your audience is that you have to build those relationships in your community, because this will help you increase the brand affinity and trust. So whenever you have this relationship or have this direct communication with your customers, you're basically building your brand reputation. Your customers or your audience will trust you, they will find you more relevant, and they can find you more relatable. So this is why they will like you. So this is how you will be building your brand affinity, and this is how you can in turn achieve your marketing results. Also, what is very important to remember is that social interactions should be a value exchange. So your customers should be getting some kind of a value from you through your social media content and through your social media interactions. So customers should believe that they are actually gaining more, whether emotionally, mentally, and in other kinds of values that they're getting through your social media interaction. They should believe that they're actually not spending their time in a non-efficient way. They should believe that it is very productive for them to be on your social media networks. Moreover, when you participate in those conversations, What you're saying should be entertaining. It should provide this utility, or it should be resonant and impactful to the community. So you should always believe that whatever you say is actually beneficial for your community. So it's important to know what your customers expect from you through your social media channels so that you can publish whatever they are looking for, whatever they have to know from you. Now, also, it's important to know what would be your responsibilities as a social media marketer. So let's say you're pursuing this career in social media. So what will actually your job look like? First of all, you will be responsible for developing relevant content topics. So the thing is that you will have to search what is your audience interested in, what kind of content do they interact with online, so that you can prepare something that would be relevant, something that will be interesting for them, and something that can be valuable if we relate back to the previous slides. Also, when developing your content calendar, you have to curate this content, you have to create new content, and you should manage all the published content that you have on your social media pages. So that will be your responsibility. In addition to that, your key responsibility is to monitor and listen and respond to your community. As we already said, this should be more of a social experience for your audience. They should know more about your what you have to say. You should build this kind of a two-way communication. And in this way, you will be nurturing and growing their community, which is also another key responsibility as a social media marketer. Now, more of the secondary tasks that are involved in your social media activities, they include overseeing the design and the creation of your social assets. So basically, you'll be coordinating with multiple parties, such as a creative team that includes designers, videographers, photographers, editors, and more people that will be working on creating this kind of a visual or a creative aspect to the brand. And it will be your responsibility as a social media marketer to oversee this process and to coordinate with this team to create the social assets. Now, you will also be managing promotions and social ad campaigns. So basically, you will be building your campaigns through social media. You'll be working with multiple channels and multiple tools that can help you build this campaign, whether you want to increase awareness, build engagement, get more traffic on the website, get more conversions through social media. And there are so many different objectives that we can learn more about in different scenarios. But it will be also your responsibility as a social media marketer to manage those promotions. And among all of those important responsibilities, one of the key responsibilities is to analyze and review and report the return on investment on the different key metrics of your social media campaigns or posts. So basically, you have to know what kind of results are your posts or campaigns generating for the page or for the brand. So you have to know how many people are actually viewing. Out of those people, how many are engaging, how many are sending messages, how many are taking action. So you will have to analyze this sequence and review all of those reports and review all of this performance and report all of those metrics on in a certain format. It will also be your responsibility as a social media marketer to monitor different trends that are happening on social media. Sometimes it's very important to stay up to date with what's going on in the market and what's actually trendy or fashionable in the social media world. And those trends, they appear and disappear very fast. So it's your responsibility as a social media marketer to be on top of all of those trends and to be up to date with what's going on, to see how your brand can benefit from those trends and just take advantage of what's going on. And finally, your responsibility as a social media marketer would be identifying threats, identifying opportunities in user-generated content. So you'll have to know, sometimes it's very important that your users are actually generating this content from you. And you'll have to know how can you benefit from this user-generated content? How you can push people to do that, and what would be the threats that will be generated from this kind of a content piece. So it's also your responsibility as a social media marketer to manage this aspect. Now, I know there are a lot of responsibilities as a social media marketer, and they may seem overwhelming, but you'll get used to it. It's all like a streamlined process. You'll learn that very fast. It's very comprehensive once you get on top of this activity.